Brandon Hodge here, and welcome to episode 1 of the Brandon Hodge podcast on YouTube. I do want to be clear, this will be episode 2 on iTunes. Make sure you go subscribe to Brandon Hodge podcast on iTunes and leave me a 5-star review, please. It helps me out a lot, and I know, Wyatt, you're going to leave a 1-star review. But anyway, guys, we're going to get right into this podcast. I have a very special YouTube guest, my good friend Jonathan. So anyway, we're going to get started into this. I'll list Jonathan's YouTube link in the description. Welcome to episode 2 of the Brandon Hodge podcast. This week, I'm going to be joined by my good friend Jonathan. And make sure you go subscribe to his YouTube channel, Jonathan Palacios. And anyway, guys, let's get started. You guys asked me a bunch of questions on Twitter and Instagram, so we're going to get right into this. So welcome, Jonathan, to the Brandon Hodge podcast.
Thank you.
So we got a bunch of questions sent in to us on Instagram and Twitter, so we'll go through those and read them to you all and give you our, your cues, I guess. All right, we'll start off with Twitter because we only got about 10 on Twitter.
All right.
First question through Twitter. What is your favorite WWE title right now?
Like, as a design or how?
I guess as a design of the belt.
Well, the main one, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that would be my answer too. The one that always sits on my desk during the videos, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So that's mine to answer your question. Do you think Roman Reigns will turn heel after WrestleMania?
Well, I see it as this: if WWE wants to make, like, if they want to go back to how WWE was, that's the only possible way, because if Roman Reigns wins, everyone's going to be booing him unless he has a heel turn or something. So that's the only way.
Yeah, exactly. That's the only way to get the haters off.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, all the little kids that are cheering for him are suddenly booing him. So I don't know. I think it's
a lose-lose for him.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose. The same thing with Cena. He won't turn heel because of the kids, and Roman's not going to turn heel because of the kids. So it's just all messed up.
It's going to take a miracle for Roman Reigns to be liked again in the WWE. I don't know how.
I don't want WWE to be that. I don't want it to become where you can't turn heel because your fans are not going to be fans anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So we'll go on to the next question. Do you think Hulk Hogan's reputation is worth $115 million? I don't know if you heard, but Hulk Hogan won the lawsuit and won $115 million.
Oh shit.
So he was suing for the Gawker sex tape they did, which got him fired from the WWE, and he sued for $110 million, and he won $115 million. Well, but do you think he should have got that much money?
I do, because WWE has a ton of money, and Hulk Hogan was basically the icon of WWE. So for them to fire him, I think, well, that's a lot of money still, but I'm not really sure. I don't really know the whole story, that's why.
I don't think it should have been that much money, but yeah, when people think of wrestling in general, they're going to think of Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But is his whole reputation worth $115 million? I don't know.
Well,
I think...
Well, for what he's done for the WWE, he probably has made more money, way more money than that $115 million that he won. He made the WWE way more than that much money.
Well, I mean, he's already a millionaire. Why does he need another $100 million?
I don't know.
But to answer your question, I don't think he should have got $115 million. Next question: do you think the Divas division is being treated right?
I do. Their matches now are longer.
Now they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Before it was just they're so hot, they're just wrestling around. But now we got the women's wrestling with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch and all that. The Vic Divas movement, I'm loving it. I guess this whole thing was kind of started with AJ Lee, but it's incredible. Yes, they're being treated right as of now. Do you think Roman Reigns will be the next Paul Heyman guy?
No, I don't think so.
In my mind, there's only 2 Paul Heyman guys: CM Punk and the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do with Roman Reigns. It's gonna be interesting at WrestleMania to see what they do with him.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I mean, if he wins the title, people are gonna be mad.
Yeah.
If he doesn't win the title, people are gonna be mad. So it's just what do you do? I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully they do.
Next, do you think CM Punk will ever get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame?
How many years has it been since he's been out? Like 3 years already?
I think it's been 2 years, a few months ago.
I don't think he ever will, because I don't think they want to mention his name anymore in the WWE.
I think it's kind of like the Ultimate Warrior type thing, where oh no, he's never coming back, and then like I don't know, 20 years down the line.
Well, he has like too much pride in himself, so
yeah.
Unless they fix things, then maybe he'll be inducted.
Yeah, he'll want all the medical stuff fixed. But to answer your question, do you think he'll ever be inducted in the Hall of Fame? Maybe 5-10 years down the line.
Yeah, it's not gonna be soon, but he probably will.
Not gonna be soon. Okay, so that's all of the Twitter questions we really got. I skipped over a few, but that's basically it. Now, as for Instagram, we got 45 questions in, which is incredible. Thank you guys for that. So I guess we'll just start off at the top. We won't answer them all. We'll answer as many as we can before we feel like dying. So we have, where do you think the location for WrestleMania 34 should be?
LA. No, I'm just kidding. LA
Again?
I think LA is too small for a WrestleMania.
Well, me and Wyatt were talking about this, and we said Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, what?
Well, I mean, okay, so pretty much every city that has a NFL stadium is big enough for WrestleMania, but the question is, can they fill up that stadium?
Well, LA is there's gonna be 2 new football teams this year, so I think they're building a new stadium.
Yeah, I mean, LA, I can see that happening probably again in the next 5 years in that area. Yeah. But as for WrestleMania 34. A lot of people want it in London. I personally don't because WrestleMania wouldn't be live.
Yeah, that's true. There'll be a lot of spoilers.
I couldn't really pinpoint. Maybe, okay, so everyone was saying 33 was going to be in Minnesota, so maybe 34 in Minnesota, or I'm really hoping 34 is in Philadelphia because I could go to 33 and 34.
You could go anywhere you want, basically.
Basically on this side of the United States. Well, at this time, probably in a few years, I'll be going all around. Okay, what got you involved in watching wrestling?
Dang. I think I think I mentioned this in our the last collab we did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just, how old was I? I think I was like 6. I don't honestly. Oh, I think it's because my brother would watch it before. He would like watch SmackDown when SmackDown was actually good. And I would just, my older brother, and then I would just, like, be with him and watch it. But now he doesn't even watch it. Now I'm, like, the fanatic in this house and stuff.
As for me, probably 2008, me and my friend, we had a fancy PlayStation 2. And we went to the local flea market, and when we went to this gaming place, we bought every wrestling video game they had, even though I didn't like wrestling. He loved wrestling. So we played it. And then maybe like a year after I played it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check this out. I check it out. It's freaking amazing.
Wait, so like, you didn't even know about, well, you never saw wrestling before you bought the game?
Okay, so here's the story. So when I was maybe 5 or something, I wanted to watch wrestling. I was just flipping through the channels. Oh, that looks cool. I want to watch it, Mommy. No, little Brandon. That's bad. Don't watch it. It's violence. No. But I eventually found it myself. And it's incredible.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Now it's like, the way they're doing, the way they're treating the WWE. It's
WrestleMania is how. WrestleMania is okay, but all the other nights.
Honestly, like
mediocre.
Right now, how WWE is right now, I don't know. I don't see how there could be like new fans like tuning in because it's not that interesting right now. So I don't know how there's like new fans.
Yeah, how you're gonna get like a
like
I don't know, like a 7-year-old hooked on it.
Yeah.
Let alone someone older, like maybe 14 that are just not watching wrestling. Okay, next question. I guess this is kind of going back to the same question. Which year did you start watching wrestling?
When did Eddie Guerrero die? 2005, I think.
Yeah, 2005.
Then like in 2004. Yeah.
This guy is I hate to say this, but this guy's been a wrestling fan a lot longer than me.
I've been a wrestling fan a lot longer than you, but he's like
a lot longer than me, and a lot
know,
longer than Wyatt. And Wyatt's almost 19.
But now you know more about wrestling than I do. So.
Mm-hmm. But to answer your question, I probably didn't get around to watching it until about 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'll answer this because this is like the most asked question I get on my unboxing videos. How do you hang your belts? I'll go ahead and plug this site because this site's awesome. They've always been nice to me every time I've asked for something from them. AGSbelts.com. They make belt hangers that you pretty much, it's just a little piece of leather you screw under your wall. It has little snaps to hang your belt on. So that's what I use. WWE Shop, they used to sell them, but not anymore. But to answer your question, how do I hang my belts? I hang it with belt hangers.
No, he doesn't. He uses clear tape. That's what he uses.
Clear tape. It's just that classic $1 Scotch tape. If you were put in charge of WWE, what would you change?
I would just I would use all the people that have talent. I would use them right, and not just have them in the back as mid carders.
Exactly.
And stuff. That's what I would do.
I just made the video on YouTube, top 10 underrated superstars. Oh, yeah. And a lot of those guys weren't pushed just because they were small. I mean, they were very, very talented. But to answer your questions, I would push a lot of small guys, a lot of underrated guys. Who was a better WWE champion, CM Punk or Seth Rollins?
I actually saw this question, and when I saw it, I was thinking about it, and I just had to go with CM Punk. I think he played a better heel. Well, I don't know, because Seth Rollins was a type of heel that was annoying, and no one wanted to know about.
Don't you dare call Seth Rollins annoying.
But I don't know. I just think CM Punk was a better
CM Punk
champion.
CM Punk was the better champion, and he was just unbelievable on that microphone.
Yeah,
I have to say, CM Punk was a better champion than Seth Rollins. As much as I hate to say that, because I'm like the face of the Seth Rollins fans. What would happen if Shane McMahon became CEO?
He would use all the talent correctly. Isn't that what he said too?
That's what you want to think if you're following the storyline,
Yeah.
But honestly, nothing's going to change because Vince is still backstage making all the decisions. Yeah. Nothing's going to change. I don't even think in real life Vince listens to his son that much.
Wow.
Whose return was better, AJ Styles or Shane McMahon?
Shane McMahon's. Because Shane McMahon's a return. AJ Styles was never really in the WWE.
Not to a good point. He was in WWE, but no one remembers.
Shane.
He was.
He was.
Yeah, he was. I think it was 2002.
Well, I think Shane McMahon's return was better because no one knew that he was gonna return. AJ Styles, everyone basically already had predictions that he was coming back.
Everyone was saying he was coming. I thought, oh, no, he's going to NXT. They don't put talent up straight up. But then they were. I heard in an interview he said Vince was like, well, since you've already been in WWE before and you already know how our style is, you won't have to go to NXT and go through all that crap. But to answer your question, whose return was better? In my opinion, it was AJ Styles. Why? Because, well, as you know, I was at the Royal Rumble.
Well, I don't know because on TV, you're actually there for the Royal Rumble, but on TV,
yeah, I heard the reaction.
On TV, Shane McMahon's reaction sounded way louder than the crowd at the Royal Rumble. But I don't know if it was the microphone on the Royal Rumble.
Well, no, the whole thing was no one knew AJ's music.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, unless you were a TNA fan, you didn't know his music. I didn't know it was him until I saw the giant AJ on the Titantron. Yeah. Can you see Roman winning the title at WrestleMania, and then a few minutes later, Seth Rollins comes flying down the ramp and attacking Roman Reigns?
I wish.
I can dream.
But
I can dream, but he's not a super healer like John Cena.
I thought they were gonna say. I thought that question was gonna be do you see Roman Reigns winning the title and then minutes later losing it? But if it was like that, I could see it.
Well, there's no money to make a guy to cash in, so he can't lose it.
That's true.
Unless the Authority, I don't know, maybe the Authority could do this match is set to restart or something. I would enjoy that.
When did they do that? Mr. McMahon did that once, but I forgot when it was. It was at a pay-per-view too.
Was that
It was like last year.
Was that Money in the Bank when Punk won the championship? I can't remember.
Oh yeah,
it was something to do with Punk.
Then it wasn't last year, but.
Will WrestleMania 32 be better than WrestleMania 31? No. There's no Seth Rollins to cash in. How could it possibly be better? Your thoughts?
Well, by the match cards, it can't be better, but who knows? Maybe WWE has something.
We know The Rock's supposed to be there. What's he doing? That's my question.
I remember when after WrestleMania 31, I was like so excited because I thought it was gonna be like The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and
I know there's rumors
McMahon.
for that.
I was so hyped to see that match at.
And then like the owner of UFC said, "No, Ronda, you're not wrestling."
That's what Ronda gets because now she's
zero. So she has that loss now. I hear she's going to have another fight whenever it is.
You know, she was thinking of suicide. She wanted to kill
I heard
herself
about that.
After the fight. I was like, dang, that's crazy.
Who is your favorite wrestler on the current main roster?
That's always a hard one to answer.
With the injuries, it's a really hard one to answer.
Yeah. Right now, like honestly, I'm not even that intrigued in AJ Styles. I don't know.
I think if I had to choose, it would be AJ Styles.
Who? Oh, Dean Ambrose. For me,
yeah,
it's
it would be
Dean Ambrose.
either Ambrose or I mean, if I could count the injury list, I mean, there's a few on there, but
they just have to like make Ambrose not look so cartoony, like because
just that crazy gimmick.
Yeah.
Well, see, that crazy gimmick would work if WWE wasn't PG. And if you could run with it with the blood and the freaking chainsaws like it used to do in the indies and everything.
I've been thinking that WWE, like if Shane wins, they could probably, it's probably just me dreaming again, but they'll probably go back to before the PG era because like these past 3 weeks on Raw they've been like cussing and stuff more than they usually do. It's getting more edgy.
Then there's the blood
Raw's getting
the
more
past
edgy.
few weeks with Triple H and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about them coming back to the PG-13 and or PG or what was it, TV-14? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they've been doing the blood, they've been cussing. Way back in the PG-13 or TV-14 era, they never said they would say. In the past 2 weeks, Vince McMahon has said twice. So.
I know. And what else did he say? No, he said mother. I think he said mother too in that promo with Shane.
It's crazy. We can dream. Hopefully they'll come back to the TV-14.
What's that talk about a brand split? Because like I've been reading that if Shane McMahon wins, he's gonna own Raw, and then Vince and like Stephanie and them are gonna run everything else like SmackDown. And, I don't know. I didn't really like.
That would make it interesting. But like it's totally different. Like when you have the brand split, Raw and SmackDown, they're like two totally different companies. You have different wrestlers, different titles.
And then if the brand splits, I think they'll bring back the draft.
Yeah, the draft.
Too.
They'll have certain superstars going over. Of course, John Cena would be on Raw. Maybe Seth Rollins could be the face of SmackDown. Which, personally, if I'm going to a Raw, I want all the wrestlers in there, not just half of the good guys.
Yeah.
But if they could find enough, like right now they're struggling just to do one show. If they could get enough wrestlers, to do it.
I don't even think they care about SmackDown right now. They're just trying to find a way on how to get Raw, like how to improve Raw.
Yeah, that's really all they're worrying about right now. Who is your favorite diva?
Nikki Bella.
Seriously? I was about to jump through my computer.
She's hot, that's why.
God. I don't know what it is for me. She used to be hot. Oh God, I'm gonna get so much hate on my Twitter for this. Go follow me. It's the Brandon Hodge on Twitter. But anyway, top 3 for me. Becky Lynch. Well, number 1. Let's start off with number 1. So number 1 would be Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and then Paige.
Are we talking about like looks or how they about like wrestling?
Both, I guess.
I don't really pay attention to diva wrestling when divas like fight when they wrestle.
Well, see, I go for Sasha Banks. I mean, she's beautiful and she's a good wrestler. Okay, let's Okay, fine.
Well, I actually have a question for you.
Here we go.
It's probably like a dumb question, but do you think that like Triple H and Steph and Mr. McMahon, they know that Raw is right now? Or do you think that like when they put up a show, they're like, oh, it was a pretty good show?
They know in the back of their head, but I think they just think, oh, it's the best we can do right now with what we have. We don't really have anything else. But if they would just push some guys that are stuck back.
It's because I think they're holding back on that because Triple H still wants to be like the main guy. Because since he's still wrestling, he doesn't want to push like the good people like to take over his.
Well, I
his
heard
spotlight.
this is Triple H's last year. I don't know if it's true.
We hear that every single year, and one way or another it comes back.
I hope it's not true. I love seeing that guy wrestle. Do you think the Hardy Boys will return in 2016?
No. Not yet.
No. 2 to 5 years. That's what I'm saying. 2 to 5 years.
Well, maybe because WWE right now should be desperate, so you never know.
Well, it's been 7 years, so I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but throughout the 7 years, they haven't been this bad. Unlike how they are right now.
Yeah, I know. They really need to hire some people. Okay, we're gonna end the Q&A there. So thanks for all your questions. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram to know when to send in your questions to be on the show. So now we're gonna move on to our next segment. Now we're gonna move on to a segment called Guess That WWE Theme Song.
I'm gonna just tell them. If you guys want to see us play like different games or like do some type of challenge after we do like the WWE discussion, just comment down below.
If you're listening on iTunes, you can go ahead and tweet me at @TheBrandonHodge. So here we go with number 1.
The Rock.
The Rock.
I got it first.
Yeah. Cena.
Johnson. Oh, you said Cena. I was gonna say John Cena. That's not fair. CM Punk. Oh no. Why didn't I say CM Punk?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. Sheamus is old theme song. Wait, is that his new one?
No, that's the old one.
Yeah, that's the old one. Dean Ambrose. Oh, we tied.
Yes. Wait, who's keeping the score?
I don't know. I think we're like 1-1. No. You're like winning 2-1.
Okay, let's just call it 2-1.
Yeah. Undertaker. I said that. What?
Christian. Christian. So that's 3-1 or 3-2?
Yeah, 3-2.
3-2.
Batista.
So we're 3-3. Okay, can he beat me?
Bray Wyatt.
4-3. Taking the lead. Shawn Michaels.
4-4. What is it up to?
4-4. Oh, yeah, we'll go up to 2. Edge.
Oh my God. Randy Orton.
Orton.
Yes.
Yeah.
5-5.
You'll never get this. Finn Balor. He doesn't watch NXT. Sami Zayn.
It's not fair. I don't watch NXT. What the?
Tyson Kidd.
Oh my God.
Brock Lesnar.
Yes. 8-6.
Dang it. Dolph Ziggler.
Oh my God. 9-6.
9-6. Can I do it? Yes, I can. Come on. Already did that.
Oh, Daniel Bryan. No, we didn't do that one, did we?
Yeah.
We didn't.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Chris Jericho. Oh, damn, what the fuck?
Xavier, we're going to bleep this.
Is that 2 for me?
Yeah.
Okay, then 9-8.
9-8. We already did that. Jack Swagger.
Fuck.
Yes.
Those NXT ones killed me.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Hodge is victorious here on the Brandon Hodge podcast. Shocker. thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Brandon Hodge Podcast, and I will hear you guys in the next episode. And as for you guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Awesome.
That's it.